So before we get to the title of this video, which is something like the GDKP Underworld of Fresh Anniversary, right? In Season of Discovery, GDKPs were banned. I think in Phase 2 it was. And then when Anniversary was announced, then that ban was carried forward. And so GDKP has been banned for all of Phase 1, Phase 2, 3, the whole expansion. Except for the fact that players have still been doing GDKP just with extra steps. But before we get into all that, I just want to answer a couple questions really quickly. People keep asking, where's the tank guide? Where's this guide? Yada, 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 yada. I've been getting a lot of questions. And so after this video, that's what I'll be working on is I'm going to be doing a Nax deep dive for tanking the trash and the bosses. I'm going to do a healing deep dive for the trash and the bosses. Then I'll do another video, which will be a DPS deep dive, and it'll cover the point of views as a warrior, a rogue, and a mage, just the classes that I've played. The healer one will be for Holy Pally and Shaman, although I'll give insights for other classes as well. I'll do separate videos where we also talk about like some of the more difficult bosses, the walls, how to do patchwork, how to do saffron, how to do Four Horsemen. And I will be getting some really awesome sheets posted as well to make your raid rosters and assignments. And then finally, someone posted this screenshot, and I thought it was really funny. Basically, they took a thumbnail of a video I recently posted and then changed the title on, "I lost my entire left arm to Cthulhu, but I'm okay." I thought that was really funny. So appreciate y'all and your comments. And let's get into the video at hand. And that is blowing the whistle on the GDKP Underworld of the Anniversary servers. Which begs the question of, is GDKP going to get banned? Or sorry, I should say unbanned at some point. A lot of people want it to be unbanned. I don't have all the ins and outs. I know that these discords exist. I'm personally not in this discord. This is just a screenshot, so it's not just this absolutely huge whistleblowing video. I'm not here to tell you who are the organizers of these undercover, underground GDKPs. Rather, just making you aware to the fact that it happens in case you were unaware. And over the entire expansion, I've seen screenshots of people, paying gold for all the great items that drop in the game. Saw someone paying 7,000 gold the other day for a badge. Sometimes those screenshots are the result of being in a soft reserve raid, and then someone's like, "Hey man, will you take like a crap ton of gold for that item that you just rolled high and won?" And then sometimes they say yes and sometimes they say no. But what this is a Discord where here they are taking bids per splinter. And the bidding starts now and it will be finalized on Tuesday the 23rd at noon. What is today's date? Oh, it's the 22nd. And so that means that bidding will close tomorrow. So get in this Discord, which I don't know what the Discord is, and bid. Who knows how high the bid is now? We can see that the bid went 500, 1,000, 1,200, 2,000, 2,500, 2,600, and that's per splinter. So let's just say, at 2,600, and you need 40 splinters. You do the math, because that's too difficult for me to do the math. But they need to pay a 25% cost up front for basically the cost of 10 splinters. So that's 26,000 gold, which is a lot of gold. All at the same time, it's not a lot of gold, because people who were paying for Scarab Lord, right, they were either paying just straight up US dollars for people to farm that, and of course there's been people who've been paying services to get their character to rank 14. This pristine fresh is just essentially full of corruption. And so anyways, there are people who are paying more than gold cap multiple times over for their Scarab Lord. And for this ATS, who knows how much they'll be spending. But in order to be that first person to get ATS, I could imagine more than gold cap, which would be like, I could see them paying 5,000 gold per splinter or something, right? That wouldn't even be gold cap. So anyways, it's just, it reminds me of like Prohibition, where the government bans alcohol and then people still, get their alcohol. And GDKP's banned, yet the people who really want it are going to still do it. And previously, GDKP was just an accessible thing that anyone who wanted to participate could do so. Not everyone who attends a GDKP is a gold buyer. Now, this is an even more like this version of their GDKP where it's like undercover. Like, look, or at everyone, at client, at verified union member, at other services, at 40 man. So what that tells me is like, this is more of a business, right? This becomes much more of a business where, what does this verified union member mean? Are these the carry people, like the competent, geared carry people that are like, are they getting paid? Is this money that they're getting paid, or are they just getting, a cut of the gold? I'm only speculating, right? This is just a screenshot that we're looking at here, but basically, they're selling 2 ATSs, so they have 2 raids that they're running, and surely there are many more raids like this. And what I understand is that they're pre-selling items, and they're probably pre-selling the Gresso, pre-selling the THC, all that kind of stuff, right? And taking bids for it and just pre-selling it, because what is banned is auctioning off an item. An item drops, okay, we're going to do bids for this item. But what is allowed is to sell an item for a predetermined price. That is kind of allowed, right? Because think about it this way. People are saying selling Hand of Justice for whatever the price. Selling, whatever item from a dungeon. You can buy your Briarwood Reed, you can buy, even people will sell you the Head of Onyxia. Come to our raid, you're going to pay us several thousand gold. We will loot the Head of Onyxia to you. You get it. And that stuff doesn't get banned. They have to kind of be careful with the distribution of gold so that it doesn't flag anyone. But they know how to do that. You usually just trade it in smaller denominations. Here's some gold, and then you fill your screen with items, rune cloth, whatever, and it just, the game thinks it's like a legit transaction. And so it's more work, but it's still happening. So just saw the screenshot, wanted to make a video about it. Are you buying your ATS? If you know anything more about this, comment below, because I'm far too busy to join these Discords and infiltrate them and figure out all the ins and outs. I just know hearsay, unfortunately. I wish this video could be far more informative, but I'm just far too busy to join these Discords and figure all that stuff out. So I'd love to know more, but this is just more of a, hey, this is happening. And yeah, cheers. I will be now working on all these guides and getting them out to you. If you enjoyed the video, drop me a sub and a comment. Catch me live on my Twitch channel, Dwarf Lord TV, to connect with me or say hi to me in game on any of my characters. Dwarf Lord out.
And they say that the Dwarf Lord could save us. I'm not gonna pave here and wait. I hope to the beard of the Dwarf Lord. Watch as we heroic leap away.